The issue, I guess, when you think of what the IMF just said, they assumed that there was going to be the financial sector stresses were contained. So when we start to see not that specific instance, but other instances that there may be some more cracks, don't be surprised if this is going to be a revised statement of what the outlook is going to be. I think it's really clear that, the financial sector is fragile. I hate to use that word. It is fragile because of the way that it happened just a couple of weeks ago, Mike. If you and I were talking about this 2 weeks ago about the financial sector, we'd be worried to say it's all contained and we're 2-3 weeks apart from it. I think when economies and inflation start to occur, and you mentioned, I know it was only a couple of banks in the U.S. Unfortunately, it called questions to every bank, to regional banks, to talk about the financial system, how it can be propped up. So we are at these times where it was a unique situation, which I don't think is going to go anywhere, and to get that credibility and trust back in to grow the economy back to where you want those high numbers, it starts from there.
I think there is no doubt that the banks are considerably better capitalized, certainly the bigger banks. The real issue is what happens with the smaller ones, the ones that are perhaps focused on supporting the tech sector, as we've seen, certainly with the Silicon Valley Bank. Cryptocurrency focus in some, again, we've seen some problems there emerging. But the bigger banks are well capitalized. There is no doubt about that. Since the financial crisis that we saw in the late 2000s, then we've had great changes taking place. But with that, I'm afraid, has also come the fact that everyone is trying to encourage, new institutions, if you like, to be set up to support startups, to support the new innovation that is required in the technology sector in particular. And those have tended not to be so tightly regulated. And I think that's where the problems come.